So, since last time a bit's happened, my population's like skyrocketed. Wasn't it like 60 something million before? Now it's 70. That's not right at all. 93 million, maybe if I can read. Uh, yeah, I think a lot of this is the same. Poor, often seen pale and dizzy, selling their blood to make ends meet. Yeah. Don't know why that's always done. Child labor is outlawed. Frequent flyers are obliged to leave to invasive are obliged to submit to evasive security. So, since I recorded last time, my population skyrocketed. Actually, wasn't it like 60 something before? Now it's 93. This is now selling their blood to make ends meet. I don't know why that always happens. Child labor has been outlawed. Flyers, security procedures. Minority children spend hours busing away to school, miles away from home. Crime, especially youth-related, is totally unknown. Are schools? Is this country really that big? The school's like miles and miles away. That's kind of interpreting. Brother, can you spare a dime? What is this? Since the mining of pennies is twice as costly as the coin's certain value, the idea of removing the smallest fractions is brought here. We are wasting millions of lava chips on minting pennies, raves an unusually passionate social advocate, Chicago, while handing out penny dreadful t-shirts to all your staff. And also, people have to waste time scrambling through their pockets and wallets and purses. Kind of made one up there. Just to dig out 1/100th of the lava chip. Many nations have already abolished their most worthless coin. It's time for the land of Satan and Satan accessories to follow suit. Maybe I should do that. Flies in the face of all time-honored traditions. I wonder who's on the penny for these guys. Time to get rid of physical currency altogether. Digitize all money. Some money won't see himself handing over cash. People spend more. Steam sales. Yes. Yes, I see. Okay, let's do that. Subversive shortwaves. Radio free. The land of... Okay, whatever. Operating out of neighboring Bigtopia has been broadcasting submersive views that the land of Satan blah blah blah. Government hardliners outraged by state's ideology have demanded that something now be done. So what is that? Just entire like radio broadcasts about like just anti this country? Does that actually happen in real life? This cannot stand. Has always tried to undermine us and allowing known rebel rousers to broadcast their vile propaganda into our nation is just their latest attempt to destabilize our government. Immediate invasion and a blank check from the military would silence the Bigtopian nonsense once and for all. Wait a minute, can I actually just do this? Just like go around conquering people? Solution now is bombing, occupation, bombing turrets of the radio stations. Powerful transmitter to jab the frequencies they broadcast on will prevent anyone from listening. Just so happens that blueprints such a device with me. Sure, it won't be cheap, but it will cost far less than a prolonged military campaign. Putting the cart before the horse would be much more effective. There were no dissidents willing to broadcast in the first place. My people are in place. Together, wording would silence the station within a week, along with any other unpatriotic muckrockery and track down, of course. So just like kill people in another country? Sure, whatever. Why not? It's not our country, so who cares about civil freedoms, right? That's not going to go down, is it? Minorities demand representation. And sit down and watch the brash and backstabbing. But where are the blah blah blah? Where are the Bigtopians? I'm invading those people. I clicked that right. I think I did. People from these cultures can just be just as brash and backstabbing. Never see them on the screen. Television times and crude theatrical roles aims are not to enforce ethnic quotas, but to award government prizes. We should do what now? You're not kidding. Soaps here, not documentary. Should be able to Have characters I want in my shows, give them prizes, better to do. I just do that. Sounds like exactly dismissing it though. Did I skip over something? Rather than finding them funny, a recent survey shows that most children are actually afraid of clowns. But because many do something to stop these terrifying, is that really the biggest problem you have? Okay. I'm just gonna ignore this one. Man, you know you're doing a good job for your country. As the biggest complaint is, we probably should get rid of clowns. They aren't really that great. Man. Okay, citizens, politicians, and businessmen have been campaigning for government to keep tighter rein on the media. After several well-respected newspapers printed false articles, the contents region claimed the capital city has been stolen by a UFO. 2 hours stock prices of the jobless. Wow. Okay. Over 1,000 jobs lost. Commerce, calling wall, angry protester, an ex-employee of Dreadmax. How much do you not want to work for that company? Dreadmax. And why? Because the press isn't concerned about the truth anymore. And wants the highest sales must forbid these directions, lying people until who finds those who try. So-called free press has dark side. I guess we should probably do that. I mean, if they're doing stuff like this, like actually doing big things like that, is this going to keep going down? Because I want some, like, civil rights, just not, like, just like some, really. Just not none. Like, I feel like it's probably going to go down to after this time. We will have to loosen it up next time. Just to let a couple more rights through, I guess. But then again, I did choose that I wouldn't interfere with TV, so I don't know how that would go, actually. That might be good. I guess. Maybe. So, a couple things happened. Population is now 1 million people. Going very fast. Tax rate went down, I'm pretty sure. What's going on over here? Speculative of mass disappearing. Distance, both at home and abroad. Boards often lose their jobs over fact-checking errors. Oh, it's that strict? I thought it was like really saying something out there. Okay. The Alarmingly Racist TV show is a hit. And discussing and discarded pennies littered in the streets. Oh, that's dumb. I feel like a lot of these consequences are kind of like really assuming the worst type of thing. Also, civil rights. Yeah. It's not terrible, but I guess it could be better. Illegal fire sharing. Oh. Surprise raid conducted on ISPs over what? Show that more than 30% of all internet data transferred onto another is used by illegal fire sharers to illegally distribute files, mostly notable songs. Most notably songs. Seriously? Isn't Netflix and YouTube like 70% of the internet? Why? How is this possible? Okay. That's weird. Doctor on internet service providers. Why was it done on internet service providers? Okay, that's weird. People need to be taught to not mess with laws as theft, pure and simple, not only having a revenue okay. Tunes of billions of live chips, but you are also stealing a few hundreds of live chips from artists for every song you steal. Think of the starving artists. Yeah. Sure. Look at a couple of their houses then. Yo, dude, like, I'll be hating, man, it's this teenager. Where, like, recite, everything should be, like, publicly available. Everyone do copyright, so, blah, 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 blah. This ain't, what? Fan trap, complete platinum. Copy, protect my dang CDs. That dang playability life, dang decrease show, something. Stop this. That dang playability life? What does this mean? Copy protect? How do you like mass hack? Oh, that's weird. What does this mean? Like copy protect, so people can't like copy what's on it? I'm gonna do that on their own. I think if they really care, they can just do that. Whatever. I'm gonna do the law about it. Child casino shock. Says adult citizens, whatever, same thing. As young as 8 have been spotted gambling in some of the casinos. Gambling should be outlawed. No. Trying child gambling. No. Why does this one not have a third option? If kids aren't gambling. Oh, so they just yes or no. I'll just ignore this. Who cares? Just not take an issue because it seemed to basically assume the worst at this point. I don't know why it's like that. What is this? The controversial release of conventional children's book. Heather's Two Minds. Okay. Mommies. Okay. I sparked debate over laws concerning the adoption of children. Do we care? So life may would possibly be against this. Showing up wearing a pink feather boa. Bar and I are gun-carrying people, and we make excellent fathers. I read feathers for a second. So what's holding the problem? So what's the problem? All the scientific studies have shown that there's no difference in the well-being of children raised by gays and straight couples. All that holding these little darlings back from happy family lives that they deserve is the outdated prejudice of some prudes. All we want is to adopt children of our own, and it'll be fabulous. Let's do that. Why not? Even type. Yeah, I can't talk. Tyrannical dictators don't really care about that. Okay. Do they? I don't know, maybe. If they're, like, really against gays for some reason, which happens, I guess, then I guess it would. I don't think they'd care. I think it'd be more about, like, police state type things. That'd be kind of a bigger deal. Several underground organizations have recently been spreading discontent throughout the population about not being able to vote. Power way we want to only viewing other been let control our lives, right to vote in a fair and free election is all we crave. You can take our lives, we can never take our souls. What? Okay. If you take my advice, you can send these crazies down the dungeons. If we let them start this propaganda soon, our revolution on our hands, we should crack down these groups and ban non-governmental political organizations to help these people from getting too frisky with their pitchforks. I don't know about that later one. There's no need to be so dramatic. You can let them have their way a little, just keep them happy, you know. Give them the right to vote, but not the right to run for office. Then we could just pick out the candidates we wanted and they could choose. Things for years. You have to get... I guess that's... Yeah, sure, why not? Doesn't make that big of a difference, I guess. Raise dual... How would that work though, like, debates? I could just, like, do really small things and just say, like... Yeah. Like, slightly different tax plans and things like that. Whatever. What was this? Muslims discover America for? Okay, I think I might look into that. Number of well-dressed gentlemen wearing a varied assortment of swords are insisting they be allowed to settle their private disputes on the field of honorable battle. All short, pretty quite dangerous. Dueling ought to be banned. The best way to settle this kind of runs through trial. We all know that. We go ahead with these dueling nutters. Want things people will die. We said people value money more than justice, apart from lawyers, obviously. Okay. Oh, wait, what happened to that one? Okay, well, it's gone. So, I guess that's it for now. I think I had like a 7-minute thing before this, so I guess I should just end it. I guess it's always the same, just see like the effects of this and do more. So I guess I don't really need to have like next time type of thing. So, next time.